Today we will be testing the VWAP band trends indicator.
But before we do, if you have not watched the first video on the channel and all the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. There is also a link down below to sign up for TradingView. You can save a little bit of money if you use the link below to sign up for your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Lastly, if you would like a list of all the indicators we have tested along with their win rates, but you aren't interested in watching all the videos on the channel, you can sign up for our $9 Patreon, and you will receive the complete list of indicators. We also would like to introduce our Patreon exclusive Discord channel. As a $9 Patreon, you will be invited to join an exclusive Discord channel where we will give you a list of winning indicators and links for the MT platform, give you winning strategies, post trade ideas, give advanced advice, and much more. So click the link below to join our Patreon.
Alright, as I said, today we will be testing the VWAP band trends indicator. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 51 different strategies, with 13 of them being profitable. We've also tested a total of 725 indicators, with 290 of them being winners. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. So go back and watch those videos and see what you can get out of those winning indicators. And keep in mind that we test most of these strategies and indicators on the Forex market, but they can be applied to just about any market universally. Okay, so today's indicator is the VWAP band trends indicator, and you can see it here on screen. And so this is the same indicator that we tested in the last video. If you want more information kind of about it, you can go to the creators page, you can watch the last video, and so on. And so basically in the last video, what we looked for was just simply the change in the background coloration. And so when the background would go red, we would go short. When it would go green, we would go long. We didn't really pay any attention, any more attention to anything else, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And so what we are going to do is, let me see here if I can find, no, not those, not the shapes. Let's see if we can find these particular, there we go, that's one I'm looking for. There, and there, and the other one I believe is this one here, 50, and bump up the line weight of that one as well. And so now you can see that we have a little bit more defined band there on the top and on the bottom. Make sure that these are set to the correct weight there. All right, there we go. So now you can see that we have a more defined band kind of running along, or these lines running along with this cloud that is taking place. And so as I said in the last video, we were going to test this a couple of different ways, and I think this might be the next best way to try to test this indicator. And so what we're looking for is not just the change in the cloud coloration, these kind of background clouds here. What we're looking for is when those background clouds change and they break either this lower band or this upper band. And so for example, when we would get a green coloration in the cloud and that cloud breaks out above the upper band right here, then we would go long. In the reverse side, when we would get a change from green to red in the cloud and it breaks down below the lower band here, then we would go short. And so that's how we're going to test it this way. Let's go ahead and get on with the testing and see what we can get out of this. All right, so the first signal that we pick up is a long signal. You can see that we get that. Actually, let me back up just here a little bit. Looks like so we were over here, January, and then we went into here, and that one actually right there is going to be the first breakout above the band that we get by the cloud. And you can see that we would have entered here and immediately got a really strong push to the downside that would have come down and stopped us out, unfortunately. And then over here we pick up another long right there, and almost the same exact thing. As soon as we entered, we would have gotten a strong push to the downside that would have come down and also stopped us out. Let's go ahead and continue on. All right, so then we pick up a short right here on this one. We get that cloud color change there, and we get a breakout to the downside right here. And you can see that we get a really nice push to the downside right after, and that one would have come down and got us to our take profit. So what I'm going to do here is go ahead and fast forward through the rest of the testing, that way things don't get too long, and we'll pick this up when we're at the end of the year. Alright, so that's going to put us at the end right there. Before we take a look at what this was able to achieve, now would be a good time to say that if you are interested in excelling your trading knowledge, I highly recommend that you join our Patreon only channel on our Discord server. You can find a link to our Patreon down below, as well as a link to our Discord. Once you sign up as a patron, it'll give you access to the Patreon only channel, where we post some really great advanced information about trading strategies, trading indicators, and trading philosophy in general. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you'll get access to the full list of indicators that we have tested. That comes in an Excel version and a PDF version, and you will get that full list of indicators showing exactly which indicators were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates. And you'll get access to an Excel sheet of all the strategies that we have tested that shows exactly which strategies were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates, and links to go back and review those individual strategies. And so there is a lot of benefits to becoming a patron of the channel, and it doesn't cost hardly anything at all. I highly recommend it. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at our indicator here. So we definitely cut down the number of trades that we had within the 1 year's time. That is quite apparent right off. And let's go ahead and turn that off there, just make it a little bit easier to see. Let's go ahead and count it out and see what we have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we have 6 trades all together, and we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 winning trades. And so that will get us to the 60% criteria that we are looking for. Like I said, it definitely cut down the number of trades in the 1 year's time, and so that is kind of a bummer that we lost so many trades, but we obviously picked it up a little bit more accurate signals rather than just kind of jumping back and forth. As I mentioned in the last video, we were really trying to cut down on that whipsaw back and forth, where we were basically pivoting around what seemed like one singular point, and so this allowed us a little bit of wiggle room to actually find the trend and kind of identify it that way. And so I will play around with this a couple other ways. Not sure if we'll test it any more than this. Generally, we just try to find at least one winning way to use the indicator, and then we kind of go from there and throw it on the yes list and move on. But we'll see, like I said. And so this version, this way of testing it or using it is going to go on the yes list, and we'll move on to the next video from here.